Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Coming out with it, it's Gilmore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The quick out. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting, man. Once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I'm not going to go play with that guy.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive away as there's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds the tight end. The Wildcats have a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the single back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Smith. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs up.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It's as if you're in goal in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Kentucky.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go big tight end. Makes the grab. It's a first down. And the Wildcats get it past the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice right there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Looking for the goal line. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown! short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
14, South Carolina, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilcox. Sweet cut there. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might be changing the route. They'll run the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Handoff to the Ziegler running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And this set of downs gets started from the 33. 1st and 10. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The change now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Off the RPO, complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the air, it's Nolan. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. About a little time, lets it go. A strike downfield. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making checks. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Nolan. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. There's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Hunt is on its way. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those third and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that first down. Nice job.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a heat. Quarterback adapting. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Fights off a defender. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
Yeah, no mystery there. Third down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What a golden opportunity for this offense. Scooping up the... Touchdown, Kentucky! And the pummeling has started. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Zings it complete to the right. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Makes the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned for down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. He's got it on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They want to throw it. There's the pressure. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He caught it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to pass, it's Overton. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And it's incomplete on third down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Makes the grab. It's Hester. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And they can punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more, and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And they did tack on the extra point.
38, South Carolina, 0.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield, it's Overton. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You